The brains behind the BIBA Charity was actually a Canadian man called Dave Thomas. And Dave was posted down here in Barbados. He was working for J&T Bank at the time. Oh goodness, I'm going to say Dave was here from maybe 2006 to 2010, something like that. And he actually had the idea about the BIBA Charity and put the energy into it. And so the charity was constituted by trust deed finally in 2010, and Dave promptly left, unfortunately. And Dave had lined up Louisa Ward and Don Williams as trustees at that time. Now, I was literally just rotating off the BIBA board as having done president and past president, and Dave asked me if I would step in as trustee chair, given that, you know, I'd obviously was now in theory off the board and had more time to or some time to allocate to BIBA. The trust deed actually allows for quite a broad set of charitable objectives, but we as trustees have always chosen to focus on public health care in Barbados. The reason being that we feel that there's a lot of work and a lot of help that is needed in that sector, particularly with the polyclinics. Although the very first donation we made was to the Queen Elizabeth Hospital. After our initial gift of fetal monitors and heart rate monitors to the QEH, we then turned our focus to the Sir Winston Scott Polyclinic, which is one of the polyclinics with the largest foot traffic in Barbados. And we made a number of sizable donations to them, including a walk-in refrigerator for vaccinations. And that actually was a very major donation and a costly one. That walk-in vaccination refrigerator is in fact the size of a room, and I think it has really actually made a huge difference. Since then, we have made a donation to the Eunice Gibson Polyclinic in Warrens, and that continues to be the focus of the charity right now. John Howard, who is also a past president of BIBA and obviously a tremendous swimmer, volunteered to swim from St. Lawrence Gap to Port St. Charles to raise funds for the BIBA Charity. He raised $30,000 by doing that swim. He was accompanied by a couple of other people on paddle boards as well as swimming. It was a tremendous feat. He started at dawn and he arrived at Port St. Charles, I'm going to say around about 4:30, 5 o'clock that afternoon. So having swum continuously. So all kudos to John. It still remains one of the most amazing feats I have ever done, and the fact that he was willing to dedicate it to the charity was just tremendous. In terms of fundraising, we have two main prongs. We have a number of corporate donors who are within the international business community who very quietly write checks, some of them very large, during the year and donate them to the charity. They are largely done on an anonymous basis. They want no recognition. They just simply want to give something back to the community, and they have been very supportive over a number of years, and we thank them. They know who they are. The other prong is fundraising events, and we normally have 2 or 3 a year. The one that I will mention here is the Fun Walk, which happens every year in October as part of the International Business Week activities. It tends to finish off the week. It's 4 o'clock on Saturday. We have a lovely turnout of everyone, all ages, runners, walkers, families. It's a wonderful event, and I'm shamelessly going to say, please come out and support it. It gets bigger and better every year.